What's going on, y'all? This is your boy MarvelMadness83. I'm going to do this quick tutorial on how to make a magnetic force field. Okay, the things we need: 2 clear bowls, alright, mom's hot glue gun, clear flight stand, silver paint, and a detailed paintbrush. Alright? Alright, the first thing, I already have my magneto positioned on the flight stand. So the first thing you want to do is take the flight stand, take the long part of the flight stand, and position magneto on it. Whatever way you have to get him in there sturdy. I tucked it up on his cape and put a clear piece of tape on the flight stand in his back to where it's, he's not moving, because you don't want him moving too much, because once you position him inside of the force field, you don't want him falling over, because once you close up that force field, you want to pretty much keep it closed for the display, and you don't want him falling over, because that's going to become a pain in the ass. So you position him on there to where when you shake it up a little bit, he's not moving. Alright, so that's where you got him positioned pretty good. Alright, that's the first thing. The bottom of the base, you want to glue down into one of the bowls, not both of the bowls. You want to glue it onto one side of the bowl, because if you glue it to both of the bowls, you won't be able to open. You won't be able to open this bad boy up. Okay, so that's where this comes into play. So you apply some hot glue to the bottom of the base, and take one side of the bowl and just press it down in there until it dries. And it should hold pretty good. It should hold really good, as a matter of fact. Alright, so that's the first step. The flight stand is out of the way. Okay? Second step is now you want to take your hot glue gun. Mine looks like hell, because it literally been through hell. And start applying your design onto one side of your bowl. Okay, you don't want your designs to be straight, and you don't want your designs to be like S curves like this. You want it to be almost have like a electricity feel. So you just want to play with it, kind of in and out, and just make some type of designs where it gives you that electricity feel. Okay, get real creative like that. Okay. Put it on there, and there you go. Create it, and once you're satisfied, let it dry. That's one side, and then you apply the same thing onto the other side. So when you do a video, the whole no matter what angle you get your force field from, you'll still catch the effect. Okay. Once you do that and let that dry, then you take this silver paint. This is where the silver paint and the detail brush come into play, and you dip. And once it's dry, let it fully dry, because you don't want it sticking. You don't want the glue sticking to your paintbrush. So it's fully dry. You take it, and then you just start. Oh, one thing I didn't mention: when you apply that glue on, apply it pretty thick, where it can give you a 3D look, where it's kind of popping out. Don't be stingy with the glue. Make sure you apply it thick. See, I'm rubbing my hand against it here, and it's popping out. Okay, so you want it to pop out like a 3D look. All right. So you apply it thick, let it dry, okay? So that way when you're hitting it with the paintbrush, you're just kind of hitting the top part, which makes it really easier for you, because you don't want to get it on the plastic part. You don't want to get any of this paint on the plastic part, because that takes away from the look. All right? So once you do that, and it's going to take some time. I mean, if you're serious about this magnetic force field, and this is something that you really want for your character Magneto, then you're going to have to dedicate some time into doing this. But it's not that complicated, okay? It just takes a little bit of patience. So once you do that, you start painting every single design pattern that you had created with the glue gun. You paint it. Every single one you got to get, okay? Once you do that, you let it dry, and it should look something like this. Now, this is just a beginning stage. I'm going to apply some metallic blue paint to it, and a little bit of black, just to pop it out like a force field look, as if it was coming out of a comic book. All right, but for the most part, you can just keep it like this if you wanted to. All right. So after the paint, you have the paint. You applied the glue. You painted the glue. Magneto's on his clear flight stand. I emphasize the word clear, because you don't want it to be any other type of flight stand but the clear one, because it works out perfectly, because inside you can't even tell you really can't tell what Magneto is kind of what he is being held up on. Sorry about stumbling. What he is being held up on, because it's clear, you know. And inside of the force field, once he's inside of the force field, all the effects that you got going on around, you can't really tell what is holding Magneto up. All right, so there you go. You have that. Okay, you did the glue, did the paint. Magneto's on his flight stand. Then the next thing you want to do is open this bad boy up, place Magneto's flight stand that he's on onto the base of the flight stand. You can manipulate it however way you want, because once you got him on there, once you put it in the peg hole, you can turn it whichever way you want it positioned. If you want him like this, if you want him like this, if you want him like this, then you position his hands however you want it, extend it out, or, you know, whatever. And you put him in there, and once you place him in there, you have, I wish I had a little picture to show you, but you have your Magneto inside of his magnetic force field. It plays out pretty sweet. All right. So that's basically it, y'all. Any questions that you have, I mean, hit me up in the comments and let me know if you want me to walk you through a little bit more in detail, because it's kind of hard for me to do it with this camera in my hand. But just hit me up in the comments and let me know. I'm going to be making a few more of these. So if anybody is interested in maybe getting some off of me, you know, I'll be more than honored to, you know, hook one up for you. We can do a nice little trade. Maybe you got a figure that I don't have, or something that I might need, and we can work something out like that. All right? Hit me up in the comments and let me know what y'all think about the tutorial. Peace.